We gotta come up out of her, my people, up out of her, physically, up out of her, spiritually, up out of her.
Yeah, don't you be no fool.
Don't be no fool, don't be no fool, don't be no fool, don't you be no fool, don't be no fool.
You see, a doctrine is what you take and make it the scriptures, not what the Father blatantly say in the scriptures. It's not the doctrine when he say get up out of the way, because I'm ticked off and I'm about to blast where you lay. When he sent us in this captivity through shits, he said no man will ever buy you out of this, like Moses did with Ramses, not ever. Or like Daniel did with Nebuchadnezzar, or like Yeshaya did when he said flee into the mountains. You thirsty, and these scriptures leaking like a fountain. Soon as I get the opportunity, I am out there. I'm about to fly high through the sky like a falcon. Land, do what a true brew do, till I see the daughter Babylon smoking on the news. Learned a long time ago to just do what he say. His word don't come back void, there be prices to pay.
We gotta come up out of her, my people, up out of her, physically, up out of her, spiritually, up out of her.
Yeah, we in the neck of thine enemy.
Don't be no fool, don't be no fool, don't be no fool, don't you be no fool, don't be no fool.
We in the belly of the beast right now.
Yeah, why you think they widening the roads? When FEMA come through, where them tanks gon' roll? That's why he told you flee when you come past with armies. Don't wait until these prophecies come crashing parties. If you ain't knowing about executive order 13603, get on it. Free labor is slavery, that's where they headed. And that's just one of her many plagues. Please believe what the Most High say. It's gon' blaze with the heat to melt the elements, spreading through every settlement. No, don't be afraid, be intelligent, gentlemen. It's a physical manifest, a spiritual war. And this place we call home, ride it down to its core. She's fornicated with all nations outside of your door, but you can't come up out of her. Still in love with this whore. You seduced by lust, and now you trust in her shore. As we get closer in time, we gon' stay blowing this horn. So come up out of her.
Up out of her, my people, up out of her, physically, up out of her, spiritually, up out of her.
Yeah, we gotta heed these instructions.
Don't be no fool, don't be no fool, don't be no fool, don't you be no fool, don't be no fool.
We gotta discern the signs of the time.
Yo, I pray the vamp before them boots hit the ground. Man, you must be a fool if you don't think it's going down. Waiting for that rapture, you must be out of your mind. This ain't no Hollywood, Nicolas Cage left behind. When planes fall out the sky, this is real life prophecy. When you call it doctrine, that's a real life mockery. A higher spoken, it was clear as day. So when you tell them not to flee, you're leading the wrong way. Don't you know they plan to put us back to slavery? Holocaust, I can't wait to get about this piece. I stick to the scripts and watch for the signals. Long range missiles is aiming right at the eagle. Conquer my homeland, but Iran ain't having that. Big pill to swallow is prophecy, gonna swallow that. Babylon is falling out, it's so evident that crafty council know it's a rap, even your president.
Hey, no, this ain't no country, this a corporation.
We gotta come up out of her, my people, up out of her, physically, up out of her, spiritually, up out of her.
Yeah, you're kicking against the bricks right now.
Don't be no fool, don't be no fool, don't be no fool, don't you be no fool, don't be no fool.
Not we ain't calling you no fool, we saying don't be one. It's the difference, you know what I'm saying? We've been given specific instructions how to do this thing in this captivity, as all the others. All the other captivities we had instructions, you think we ain't got none in this one? It's stuff we supposed to be doing right now. And you know how we gotta get it, we gotta do what? Read the Bible, Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. So we would lose our heritage. That didn't happen in none of these other captivities. We still knew who we was. We got out of them captivities, we went right back home where the land was waiting on us, huh? I wouldn't go back over there today though. We got instruction and prophecy not to go back into that land coming out of this captivity. That's a whole nother song though. Next time we go back into that land, it'll be with Yasha. Where should we go till then, you may ask? Well, I wouldn't want to disclose that info on this song or any song. on, link in with the church body. That ain't even something we discuss publicly. But back to the beaten path at hand. There we go, losing our heritage in this last captivity. Let us read on.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not.
We knew them lands on the other side of these seas, but this land we would not know.
For ye have kindled a fire in my name,
Kindled a fire in the Most High's anger that will burn for how long?
which shall burn forever.
Nah, he just gonna be mad for a little while.
Which shall burn forever.
Nah, he gonna raise us up another Moses and split another sea.
Which shall burn forever.
His anger for us when he sent us into this last captivity would burn forever. We ain't coming all the way out of this final captivity until Yeshua get back here and put us back on top, huh? You know that remnant is gonna be lucky to be saved. But for that great number, that great multitude of Israel, that's forever to them. When you die in your sin, the multitude of Israel that perish, yeah, that's forever to them. That remnant is lucky, huh? But we didn't lose our heritage in none of them other captivities. We would be in this captivity so long that we would forget who we were. You see that? This last captivity would be different than any other. And what did he tell us coming into this captivity?
Deuteronomy 28:68. And thy power shall send thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Sold to our enemies as slaves. Now brace yourself, this part gonna hurt.
And no man shall buy you.
Kabang, and no man shall buy you. No man would intercede for us. No man would step in between us and our captors and pay the price to free us out of this captivity. So that's a smoking gun right there, because we know Yeshua ain't coming back to free us from the rest of the world, but this captivity not. Most High ain't sending us nothing here. We gotta come up out of here on our own. He ain't raising up no more Moses. He ain't splitting no more seas, none of that. He ain't raising up no more men to entice the king, which would be the president today, to convince that king to let us go from this land of our bondage like he did when he raised up Daniel and the mother of Babylon. Nothing. But how does he say we would get up out of the bondage of this particular land? Let us read on.
Zechariah 2:6-7.
Let's get it.
Ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith thy power.
Pow, flee from the land of the north. That's simple. Pow, get up out of here. Ain't nothing holding you here. Nobody is holding us here. We free to leave. Ain't no begging no pharaoh to let our people go. None of that. Catch an aircraft. Get on a boat. Period. Flee from the land of the north. That's America and all of Europe, huh? Those are the lands of the north. In order to head back around where we come from, around the regions of Africa, we would have to head south to get there from America and Europe, huh? Okay, so these are the lands of the north. So he telling us to come down from out of them areas at the top of the map, huh? Why? Because after America, Europe is next. So you see that? Let's keep going.
For I have spread you abroad at the four winds of the heavens, saith thy power.
Because I have spread you all over the earth. That's how we know this ain't talking about none of them other captivities. In them other captivities, we were conquered by a specific nation and drugged back to a specific place, huh? But in this final captivity, we will be scattered everywhere. But why would he only say flee from the land of the north, though? If we everywhere, if we on the four corners of the earth, why is he only saying the north? Because he about to hit this place.
Go down.
Huh? He like, get up out of there. Get out the way, huh? He warning us with eyes to see and ears to hear. He finna smoke this dump. Flee from the land of the north. But Father, how?
Verse 7, deliver thyself, O Zion.
Pow, there it is there. Deliver yourself, right? Why? Because Deuteronomy 28:68, no man shall buy you. No man is coming to deliver us out of here. And if we don't deliver ourselves, we'll be here when he smoked this dump. You see that? Let us read on.
Deliver thyself, O Zion.
O Zion, O Israel, that do what?
That dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
That's the only way we gonna get up out of here. That's the only way we ain't gonna be here when he smoked this dump. Precept, get it again. How did we get up out of this last captivity?
Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying
what?
Come out of her, my people.
Nah, I'ma split the Atlantic Ocean. Y'all can walk through there.
Come out of her, my people.
Nah, stay where you at. I'm sending some spaceships, some chariots.
Come out of her, my people.
Nah, the Christians was actually right. There's gonna be a rapture.
Come out of her, my people.
Come out of her, my people. Why?
That ye not be partakers in her sin.
That you not be partakers in her sin. The crime in this place, these holidays, all sin. What they doing with this fake genetically modified food. The acceptance of homosexuality in this place. This LGBTQ movement and all of this garbage they got going on here. That ain't flying in no other country. That RFID chip they finna start pushing heavy on the population in a minute. All that. And why should we not be partakers in any of this?
And that ye receive not of her plague.
Kabang, that's why. Because if we stay here, then we gonna be partaking in her sins and receiving her plague. Suffer. Plague is G4127 in your strong concordance, and it means a blow, a strike, a wound, a public calamity, and heavy affliction. That's what a plague is. So when them nukes hit this junk, that's a plague, a public calamity. When they rounding folks up for these FEMA camps, that's a plague, heavy affliction. How these GMO foods is getting everybody sick, causing cancers and diseases and obesities and all of that. That's a plague. Them is plague. When they pushing this LGBTQ on the population and all of this, the same thing that got the 5 cities of Sodom and Gomorrah fried, that's a public calamity. That is a plague. That's a plague. So even if you disagree with everything else, we can agree that these are plagues and they going down right here, right now in this country, ain't they? That's right in front of all of our face. And that ain't all. He really finna utterly destroy this dump. We find this situation all throughout the Bible. Imagine if Lot stayed inside. Imagine if Noah didn't build that boat. Imagine if our ancestors didn't flee into Africa in 70 AD. We would not be here today. It wouldn't have been nobody to go into them ships in the 1600s. It wouldn't have been nobody to fulfill the prophecies of Deuteronomy 28 and 68. You see that? Before the Most High desolate any land, he warned us, huh? Get it again. What's the solution? Isaiah 52 and 11. Depart ye. Depart ye. Nah, stay behind. Depart ye. That mean bounce. Leave. Go thee out from thence. Get yourself up away from there. Touch no unclean thing. Enjoy nothing that's available for you there. Get ye out of the midst of her. Get out of there so you could do what? Be ye clean. Go where you can be clean. That bear the vessels of thy power. If you have dedicated your vessel to the Most High, get out of there. Precept. Get it again. What's the solution? Jeremiah 51 and 50. Ye that have escaped the sword, go away. Come bang. There it is there. Go away, y'all that escaped that sword, that threat, that war, that violence. Get off away from around there. Stand not still. Don't stand still. Get on. We have escaped the sword. Us who ain't died in these streets. Us who ain't dead. Us who the drive-bys ain't killed yet. Us who the cops ain't shot yet. Us who the plagues ain't got yet. Us who these diseases ain't killed yet. You done escaped the sword. You see that? And what else? Stand not still. Don't stand still. Get on. Don't make no excuses to stay behind. None of that. Bounce. It's other places in the earth where they always known exactly who we are. We ain't gotta argue our identity with nobody in other places. It's other places to go. It's other places out there where you could grow your own food without them GMO seeds they selling gardeners in this country. Where the water ain't got no fluoride in it. It's banned. They don't play that in them other countries. Where planes ain't dropping chemtrails on the working class areas all day long. Man, them is plagues. We are remaining among her sin, therefore suffering her plagues right now. We already live. Ain't no statement you can make that would explain away that fact. It's other countries where homosexuality is still illegal. Where they scared to death to come out their closet in these countries. They'll get hung in public if they did that. They ain't passing no gay marriage laws there. You ain't seeing rainbows all up and down the street. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seeing no part of town where they running rampant through the streets. They let them have parades and all kind of stuff. Crazy, man. That stuff only exists here, right? But hey, if you want to stay here, cool. Do your thing. I might not make it out, and I ain't stressing over it. Big deal. Dead in Christ rise first, right? It's all good. But us who understand this and have our ears inclined to the Most High's instruction, we trying to get up out of here and hit that wilderness and rejoice and see those prophecies come true, huh? You gon' miss the wilderness if you die in this place. So when we get the opportunity, we on the first thing smoking. We out of here. See you. Shalom. Yeah, but that's it for me, family. Bron7e. BWOs, not a test. We're taking over. Yeah, brother Barack Shaw. Kamaka. Shout out Deacon Dave, keeping it active. And I'm your brother Bron. Enjoy the rest of your Sabbath, fam. Shalom. 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith thy power of higher, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.